remember when we go off the air, we will be doing as soon as we go off.
We're live.
We're not. Well, I guess we are. But not on anything. We're just recording. Not yet. Not yet. I'm too excited.
Premature.
I've been looking forward to this all day. I told Missy first thing this morning, I said, I can't wait to do this.
Yeah, me too.
This is such a fun show. It is such a fun show. All right, here we go.
All right.
Act right. Hey, we're live from 304 Studios in Jonesboro, Arkansas for WTF News Desk for the month of August. And how the hell are you, Lance?
I'm in the Fruity Cereal Kit Kat Studios here in Chicago. And you're right, it's the August 2021 WTF News.
Not the fruity cereal. Now,
Fruity
it's
Cereal
not
Kit Kat.
Oh,
that's what they're called.
Wow. It's not like fruit. It's not like really Fruity Pebbles. They did a generic.
Yeah, they weren't paying for Fruity Pebbles or Fruit Loops, so they called it Fruity Cereal. So it's like what you get at the dollar store, I guess, the Fruity Cereal. You know?
Yeah, so Kit Kat said, "Fuck you." We'll do.
I want to make sure that you know that August 2021. It's an even month, so we have that nailed down this time, right?
I'm glad you do, because next month at this time we'll be spinning the wheel.
And making the deal?
And because it's September, it's an odd month. And on Saturday, when we have Rolling Into Mempo, we're going to announce the big contest. We have a special month. I hinted it on Instagram today, and I'm not going to say anything, but it's going to be fun. Real quick, this has been, you said your fans, and I'm wink, wink, your fans have been demanding more Lance. Yes. So they got more Lance this week. The record store on Monday, we did the AEW Hate, and I want to say the AEW Hate has got a lot of listens. And then we are doing this episode, and then I'm going to see you again on Monday for a Dynamite, which we're going to be talking about the pay-per-view. I'm going to give you my view here on TV as I watch it at STS Studios, and you will give me the live version because you're going to be there live.
It's 304 Studios.
Did I say STS Studios?
Yes, you did.
I can't quit doing that. I just can't fucking quit doing it, all right?
So we're doing the round table format with the two of us.
That's right.
I will be at All Out Live, and you'll be watching it, so we'll be able to compare notes afterwards. So
I'm excited. I'm so excited.
On Labor Day. So that'll be a lot of fun. But meanwhile, tonight, it's the WTF News Desk. So we're here with our crack staff of reporters. They're behind me over here. There's Elvis. So, and we've got all of our, of course, squeezing in all the bizarre news stories of the world of wrestling and MMA for the month of August. So this is what we got for you.
All right, let's go, man.
All right. Where do we start? We start at number 10, the stipulation matches. So we have 3 this time. They're all from Japan, but various different promotions. I decided to go chronologically this time. So on August 1st, we had a Dragon Gate show. They had a battle royal sponsored by Clean Pa, which is a toilet paper company. The winner of the Battle Royal, or Battle Royale, as Excalibur correctly calls it, was UT, which I'm not sure if that's U-T or U-T or just UT or whatever, but UT won the Battle Royal, not QT Marshall. So he got as the winner, he got a year's supply of toilet paper. So how do they determine what is a year's supply of toilet paper? It's probably different in your house than it is in my house, right?
It will, because there's 3 people, 2 women. So there you go. And, I'm regular, so I just want everybody to know that I'm regular.
TMI. So. All right. So on August 15th, our next match was FMWE in Osaka. Has a barbed wire, current blast, bat, table, and barricade, and gunpowder 3 stages.
I found this one too, by the way. I found this one. Let everybody know. I found it.
Yeah, you found it, but I had it as well. But you did send it in, so you're trying to steal my gimmick again. So it was a 6-man match. And Onita's team, I'm not going to name all 6 guys because Onita was in there. Onita's team loses when he gets hit by, and you didn't have this part in your recap, He got hit with an exploding cherry, according to Dave Meltzer in the Observer.
Cherry. Yeah,
it was
CHARI.
right.
I did have that. Yeah.
Okay, so that sounds like fun to me. I'd like to get hit by an exploding cherry. I bet that would be a lot of fun. So I'm thinking he might have meant chair. It might have been a typo, but we don't have confirmation.
Yeah, we just got banned from Facebook again. So there you go.
We'll reach out to Dave on that. And then finally, on 8/21, we have the big DDT Peter Pan show. I don't know why it's called that, but whatever. It's DDT,
I'm not sure why it's called that, but it is like WrestleMania, Wrestle Kingdom. It is a huge show. SummerSlam. It is the Peter Pan show.
So it is. It was at Fujitsu Stadium, and 2 rookies wrestled. It was Illusion beating El Unicorn in their debuts in the DDT Teenage Project, which I'm told you do a Tramel Teenage Project on the weekends. I've heard.
No.
Okay, that's kayfabe.
Kayfabe.
Illusion beats El Unicorn, and the reason this is in here is because they had 8 other wrestlers on their hands and knees forming a platform or forming the mat, and they had to wrestle on top of these guys. So very bizarre.
The ring guy didn't show up. The ring guy didn't show up. So there you go.
No matter how they arrange 8 guys, it can't be very big. It can't be it's certainly not as big as a wrestling ring. So Unicorn was suplexed on top of the pile of guys to lose. And I'm pretty sure you've lost a few things along those lines too, getting suplexed on a pile of guys.
Yeah.
He just goes along. Yeah.
On the weekend, man, you can do anything you want to. It don't
it's
count. It's
part of that teenage project that you run on the side. So, all right. So that was our stip match. So number 9, we have Jerry Lawler, 71 in a casket match. So does anybody else find this fucking weird?
It's so hilarious.
August 14th for Northeast Wrestling in Poughkeepsie, New York. Shout out to Brano Lasto. Jerry Lawler beats Enzo Amore, or whatever the fuck he's called.
How many minutes was that? How many minutes? Because the last time he wrestled Big Cass for 3 minutes. Yeah.
Probably about 3 minutes. So in a casket match, I'm like, is this a little too close to reality for comfort here? So Lawler wins the casket match. But the fact that he was in a casket match is just bizarre. Apparently, I'm told brass knucks were used. Lawler wins the match. So Lawler in a casket match at age 71. Possibly the oldest guy ever.
The thing about it is Lawler's already died once. So I actually talked – the last time I think I even talked to Lawler was at a show right after that, and he said he's a zombie now because he came back to life. So this casket match was probably just – well, it's just something he probably does around the house also is what I hear.
A little too close to comfort for me.
Oh, yes, very much so.
71-year-old guy maybe in a casket match. So, all right, at number 8, we have our good buddy Drake Wirtz. Representative Drake Wirtz is back in the news.
Yes.
So the nutjob former ref is running for the House of Representatives in Florida, of course, because Florida, in District 30 as a Republican. No comment. He's on the platform of anti-abortion, anti-mask, and anti-vax. So he ripped WWE this month in part of his campaign. He ripped WWE, saying that they're all about diversity and inclusion. Unless you're a Christian or a conservative, then you're not included in that inclusion, which was his quote on that. So he calls WWE's vax program evil. So I think at this point, this guy is pretty much one of those tinfoil hat guys that talks about Bigfoot and UFOs. That's pretty much where we're at with Drake Wirtz these days. But can you imagine being the constituency that votes for Drake Wirtz? Like, what other losers would have to be running?
It's Florida, so he may win. Who knows what got? What got me is that
elected president of Florida or something.
Right. He was suspended on Twitter for saying things about the people that run Twitter. So what did you think they were going to do? They were just going to let you say whatever and all that stuff. If you're an Observer subscriber, go and just read all the stuff he said about the WWE. Oh, wait, Lance, what was I thinking? All the other news sites, you don't have to be an Observer subscriber because they steal everything from Dave. So just try to do a search. Do what? Copy and paste. Yeah, it'd be the same thing. He was talking about vaccinations and he would not do those. He was talking about because he was a Christian, people. God, come on. Like, put your big girl panties on or big boy panties on, whatever you want to say, Everybody makes fun of everybody. Come on, quit crying about it, bitching about it. We always made fun of the Christians. Wait, what? But anybody would make fun of you. His forehead. I want to make fun of his forehead. And it's a damn roadmap. Dusty Rhodes would be jealous of his forehead. So, goof. He is a goof, Lance. I told you, don't call people goose. But here we go. In wrestling business, he's called a goof.
Did you say he's been suspended on Twitter?
Yes. He was suspended on Twitter. I think he's back by now, but because he said that, I don't know. He said something about the. You go ahead.
No, I was going to say I've been suspended famously on Facebook for using words that are just like not even bad words or
no, he did. He went through a big thing. That. Yeah.
I've never been suspended on Twitter for saying the same stuff I say on Facebook. So that's what has me wondering, like, how bad was the crazy shit that he said?
He was saying the cabal. He said the cabal. I don't know if you're familiar with it. I didn't want to, but he said that they are who runs Twitter and they are messing up his rights to say something. What surprises me, and you said the same thing, and we talked about Twitter before. How can you get banned from Twitter?
Yeah.
I mean, you can go and watch people put things up their ass on Twitter. Not that I'm doing that, but you can.
No,
so yeah. This guy's crazy, guy. Goof.
Twitter is like the wild, wild west, I feel like, of social media, whereas Facebook is like the G-rated, they
right.
attacks over every little thing. So to get suspended off Facebook or Twitter, rather, congratulations, Drake Wirtz. You have a promising political career ahead of you, sir. So, all right, at number 7, this one's weird to me. There's a movie called Notorious Nick that just opened up. It is a movie about the one-armed Bellator fighter. He was a former UFC fighter. Now he's in Bellator, MMA fighter Nick Newell. So very inspiring movie. The guy was born with one arm. He is missing his arm below the elbow. I forget if it's left or right, but he's missing one arm. Still maintained, had a successful career in MMA. Amazing. But they made a movie about this guy, and they cast the actor Cody Christian, who I don't know who this guy is, but he's been in various, the angsty teenage shows on the CW. He's been in shows like that. So Cody Christian, so I looked him up. I'm like, what are the odds they have an actor with one arm that can play it? He has both arms. So I'm like, wait, maybe I'm being simple-minded here, but how is this fully armed playing a one-armed guy? And he's only missing below the elbow. So I'm like, do they have some kind of CGI or something?
I guess that's what they did. Yeah. I had to see the movie or a clip of the movie, but I'm probably with you. That's probably what they did. I just found it hilarious. So
yeah, it's just, like I said, Newell is inspiring the fact that he managed to have a successful wrestling and MMA career, missing an arm. That's really cool.
Wait, so I want a formal complaint right here. Okay, if they make a sequel, they've got to find a one-armed guy, because if not, they've got to, because this is bullshit.
There's got to be some one-armed actors out there that could have played this guy, but they went with this Cody Christian instead. So I'm like, man, it's cool that there's this actor that also has one arm. Very inspiring that there's a one-armed actor out there too. So all right, so Notorious Nick, go see that on Netflix or wherever you stream movies these days. So number 6. I have a promising number 6. We have Daniel Cormier versus Conor McGregor, and it's not in the ring. It's a war of war in the cage. It's a war of words after DC criticized Conor McGregor for making fun of Khabib Nurmagomedov's father dying of COVID, which, this is typical Conor McGregor, classless, being an asshole. So he was ripping on Khabib for his father having COVID and dying. So Conor responded on Twitter. He later deleted the tweets, but in the meantime, we do have some of the comments, and our own Laurence Olivier, Mr. Brian Tramel, is going to be doing a dramatic read of Conor McGregor's nonsense aimed at Daniel Cormier, one of the nicest guys, it appears, in the business of MMA. So take it away, Brian Tramel, with the comments on Conor McGregor.
I have a great accent. This is perfect accent, Cormier.
Yes.
All right.
No, you're doing McGregor. This is
I know, but I'm trying to get, these words.
You're a mess.
Daniel McCormick is a bad mess. Getting into the worst condition by the day. God bless him. Showing up drunk at media events the very day before he's in a booth calling my fight. Drunk at a media event working the day before being a commentator for the biggest fight in history. He is sackable offense for commentator to be drunk at press work the day before commentating a big fight. Triple, get it together. Belching in the mic at the press event and all what WTF. He actually said WTF. There you go. The day before commentating the big fight, is his guy serious? Disgraceful. You back situations detrimental to you way of life is abyssal. And now drunk at the work the day before you accommodate a McGregor event, pitiful. Congratulations, Sean, on his head kick KO anniversary over you. God always fears evil. What net? Sure you what? Evil? Thanks. I know it sounded just like McGregory. Just like McGregory. And by the way, me and Booker T, we have the same initials for a reason.
I'm pretty sure. Wait, no, I'm pretty sure you were doing. That was the Uha Nation. That was.
Oh, well, rewind. Let me do this over. No, fuck that.
I think no. You all of a sudden you sounded like you were from Zaire or Chad or something. Nigeria.
I thought he was from Jamaica. Did I get that wrong? I couldn't tell whether he was a girl or a boy.
That was Apollo Crews.
All right.
That was awesome. Apollo Crews, not Conor McGregor. But nice job. Thank you for doing our dramatic read for the month.
Thank you, Lance. Thank you. Yes. I appreciate it. Guys, we're going to a commercial break, and we'll be right back with 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give me just a second after that. Jesus.
Oh, God. John's going to drive off the road listening to that one.
Oh, God. I don't know why you have me do that, especially McGregor. When the first time I did that, the first one we did, I actually listened to YouTube and tried to get an accent going on, and it was so bad. So this time I said, fuck it, I'm not even going to do it. All right, yeah, for everyone watching, you're seeing what we do behind the scenes kind of. So Here we go. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, back from commercials. We want to thank our sponsors. Big shout out. Here, what I want to shout out to these people. Everybody that listened last month. Crazy. We're still 273% over year to date, 295% over August of last year. So that's 3 times as many listens.
Wow.
It was our second biggest month of all times. March of this year was our first, and October of last year is our third. This was also, Lance, this is big because me and you have been streaming all year long, been trying to get people to views on our streams along with listens. We had an episode go over 1,100 views on streaming, which is a big deal for me. And also, I always like to do this, and everyone knows Rolling Into Memphis is a kind of our bookends for everything now, and gets really good numbers because we have Memphis television has something to do with it. But these are the top 3 episodes other than Rolling Into Memphis. Conversations, that was episode 10 of that. Everyone enjoyed that. That was the one with us talking about was it the one where you was talking about death matches and taking kids to death
matches? Yeah. And Lane. What's her name? Lane.
Yeah. And then Let's Get Hostile. Believe it or not, episode 2 got a lot of listens. Everybody loves the Missouri Bad Boys in this area. And our number 1 episodes besides Rolling Into Memphis was, and this is not going to surprise you, WTF News Desk last month. Nice. Big, always a big listen when it comes to that show that we're doing right now. So you got any shout-outs?
Shout-outs. I'm shouting out Record Store Nation. Thank you guys for listening, Record Store Nation. And the holidays are coming up very soon, so you can always pick up the book, All the Right Notes, on Amazon.com, because the holidays will be here before you know it. We're already in September. We're in almost the 4th quarter of the year. So get that book. Hold on. There we go. I'll autograph yours next time you come up here. I'll autograph it for you, free of charge.
And a shout out. I've got a new name for John. A shout out, Mr. Scoops. Let me just say nothing, Mr. Scoop. Yep. So there we go. Email me, John.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, at number 5, as always, it is smut time. So social media uproar time. So this month we're featuring Darby Allin, Brandy Rhodes, Ric Flair, Shotzi Blackheart, and one that I didn't send you. It's Jess Barnes, which I'm pretty sure you know this story, but we didn't have it on the list. So we'll start with Darby Allin. The accusations against Darby Allin, indie wrestler Holly Cromwell, who I've actually seen at Freelance. She does like another witch act. She's yet another witch. She spoke out during the Me As Well movement or whatever it was called about a wrestler abusing her that she did not want to name at the time. Well, she decided this month to reveal that it was Darby Allin that she was accusing. So his name was in the media, in the social media for that. But also he was in the social media because some weird old looking meth head, I don't know if you saw this clip, but this weird old grandma basically had Darby tattooed on one side of her neck, Allin tattooed on the other side of her neck, and a picture of Darby Allin tattooed on her throat. And she met him at an AEW show, and I'm sure he was quite thrown off by meeting this old woman.
Oh, I bet he was honored, dude. People see stuff like that, and they can't believe it. They just can't believe it. I've seen guys have – here's the weird thing. I've seen tattoos where they put one of these local promotions. They'll make a tattoo of a local promotion, and we're like, oh my God, we're honored, but it's just kind of silly. So yeah,
it's kind of weird. So all right, next on smut is Brandy Rhodes. Don't mix that up. So anyway, Brandy Rhodes used in a catfish. I know that's one of your favorite shows on MTV.
Oh, one of my favorite shows of all time. Yeah.
Somebody going by the name of Joyce Ann Talmadge Hughes. Somebody going by that name tries to lure a guy online using Brandy Rhodes' picture as her catfishing picture.
Lance LeVine.
And I thought it was Brandy whatsoever. Brandy is number one in my book and in my heart, but I was not involved in this story. So the guy who she was trying to catfish recognizes that it's Brandy's picture, calls her an elite beauty, the undisputed era of beauty, and asks to be best friends. And the woman does not catch on. Well, I don't know if it was a woman or not, but whoever Joyce Ann Talmadge Hughes was using that picture did not catch on to this guy knowing that she was using a fake picture and it was Brandy Rhodes. So next we got Ric Flair, the Ric Flair plane picture, as I like to call it.
No, wait, you keep saying plane.
I do.
Not a plane. It's a train.
It's a train, right. But you can't totally tell. It kind of looked like a plane the first time I saw it. But anyway, so the photo makes the rounds. It's a picture of an old guy with white hair on apparently a train, and he looks to be going down on someone on another passenger on the train. So it's not obvious whether it's Flair. People started passing it around saying it was Flair. It's not obvious one way or the other. All you see is the guy from behind. You don't see much of him. All that you see is the white hair. So the funniest part is his denial. He says it wasn't him because he doesn't ride trains. He's the jet flying, limousine riding, but trains are below him. So that's how you know it's not Ric Flair, because he wasn't on the train.
That's right. He never would be seen on the train, man.
Lowering himself to the train. So then we have Shotzi Blackheart, NXT's Shotzi Blackheart, posting a fake tweet of her proposing to wrestler Brandy Lauren at Disney World.
Wait!
She's on one knee, and she's got her hands up. Like she's holding a ring, like she's proposing to get engaged to Brandy Lauren. Not that there's anything wrong. Brandy Lauren, very pretty girl.
Woo,
but
yes,
Shotzi Blackheart is holding nothing in the picture. She's just down on one knee, and she says something like, "I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you," or whatever. So of course the internet wrestling community is sad because they think that that Shotzi's gay and Brandy's gay, or and so that they don't have a chance with her anymore. Like they never had a chance anyway. So, but it was all fake. It was all a ruse just to raise people's ire.
Well, okay. So I'll let you know what's going on here. I did talk to someone that was there, and Shotzi had a picture of poop that she just did at the amusement park that she gave to Brandy after the picture. So
is she allowed to sell the poop pictures at NXT? Can she sell them at NXT?
I don't know. Probably not. Probably
not anymore, because now NXT is for kids. So, and then finally we have Jess Barnes. This was the story I forgot to send you. So Jess Barnes, indie wrestler, is called out for paying for fake COVID test results so she can keep training at the Nightmare Factory. So this woman was training there. and they
But
insisted
COVID shots are free. What the hell?
Yeah. So there was all kinds of accusations went banding about this woman. So racist accusations from other wrestlers. Cheeseburger said she wrestled at his school and he was racist and kicked her out. She sexually harassed guys that she was training with. So this woman just seems to be a real basket.
What did she do?
case.
Is it true? She did this. She went,
yeah, apparently.
Look, man, look. When she grabbed him, is that what she did?
Maybe she did.
It made that weird sound.
I don't know if hopefully people are not watching this video, so they are around dinner time.
Well, we had some viewers and they just left at that point.
After that.
Sorry about that, guys.
Others outed her as an anti-vaxxer. So Jess Barnes is in the hot water on social media this month. It's our final story on Smut.
Man, just crazy. Always enough things. I was talking to the wife about this morning because it's one of my favorite shows to do. And I was excited the first thing this morning. And I said, we have never had a month that we don't have so much stuff. And people do some of the stupidest things. And this is one of them right there. Why? If you don't want to be vaccinated, you just say, look, I'm not going to be vaccinated. I won't be back for training, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. It's free. Why are you going to pay for it? Oh, it's just
paying for fake results. Yeah, fake COVID test results. So, all right, at number 4, we have your buddy Max Caster sent to the principal's office. So on
Max.
On August 3rd, the rapper jokes in a rap on Dark about Simone Biles' mental health and the Duke lacrosse rape case. So the rap airs. AEW gets complaints, despite allegedly nobody in the arena complaining about it that night. Maybe they just couldn't hear it or something, but they get complaints once it airs. Tony Khan apologizes, edits it out, sends Caster to sensitivity classes, and says he will be more hands-on with editing of the shows. So as far as I'm aware, there goes their act, because that's pretty much their act, is the racy rapping, right? Like the really kind of controversial. Like
I told you, one of those guys is going to be the huge star.
You said him.
It may be Max. Yeah. I said, mark my words.
He's vanished off TV. He hasn't been on TV.
No, he's back. By the way, he's back.
Yeah, he's going to be
he came back Monday. Yeah.
So, he'll be around. So, Max Caster, hopefully, let's see if they still have an act after this.
I think he can still do something without saying something stupid. Like I said, we talked about this on the AEW show. By the way, AEW show, check it out. STSPOD Club production. I talked about this. He did not offend me. There's very little that offends me, and he did not offend me. But he offended enough people on Twitter that TK had to. I hated what TK said. He said, "Well, I really don't pay attention to those matches on Dark," and it made me laugh. And part of it made me say, "Man, you're the fucking boss. You got to give somebody as a boss, and you know how this is. You got to give somebody responsibility to watch something like that and say, hey, TK," because we call him TK because we're inside.
We're inside.
And you got to have checks and balances when it comes to something like this. And it's just something that if me and you would have listened to it, we would have probably, if we were there and we were TK's check and balance guys, that's our job, by the way. We'll take it. And me and you would have said, it don't really bother me, but hey, will you listen to this? I don't think it needs to be on television. So that was the deal. He's already back. So, I think the last couple of people, they sent, what's his name? Sammy, they sent him, and they also sent, who was the guy I hated so much, the hardcore guy? I can't even remember his name. Now he works as a UPS man or something. So, But there you go. Top 3 left.
Sammy Guevara just got engaged. Have you seen her?
Yeah, I like his girl. I do.
All right, I'm gonna leave that alone. So
like that dress.
3. Yeah, that dress was.
And I'm that's for shoot for me. So there you go.
So all right, it's a shoot for me too that I'm laughing. So all right, number 3, Adam Maxted may or may not have stripped. We don't have confirmation. So United Kingdom UK indie wrestler Adam Maxted says in 2017 he was offered an NXT deal, but he was under contract elsewhere, so he couldn't accept the deal. But then some months later, he was available, but an article had come out that he had been working as a stripper, and mysteriously the WWE offer was rescinded. So he admits that he was portraying a buff butler in Belfast, Northern Ireland, And in this act, he was wearing.
I've done that before.
Get this, Brian. He was wearing a bow tie and an apron. I know you're an apron guy.
So no, that's what I. Yeah, but that's red velvet. Damn it! Come on.
Oh, sorry. So all right. So he admits to wearing the bow tie and the apron, working bachelorette parties and so on. When he was between the ages of 17 and 19, I'm like, damn, that must have been fun. So, but his final quote on the whole matter is, "I never got fully naked." So we don't know, did they rescind the offer because he was a stripper? The article had come out. So you have done some stripping and you still managed to get jobs, right?
For some reason, it was when I do stripping, everybody runs from the place. I don't understand how that works.
The Mr. Mellon Act with that hat.
Don't tell about Mr. Mellon. Yeah, we're in. I can't comment about Mr. Mellon about us talking to my lawyer about that. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on with Mr.
A lot
Mellon.
of intellectual
Great story. Just fun story. That's the kind of stuff we like. As soon as I sing stripper and they didn't hire me, I knew that had to be at least in the top 10, and it's in the top 5. So
the Buff Butler.
Buff Butler, yeah.
Buff, not to be confused with Buff Bagwell, of course, who'll probably be in next month's news, because he has a tendency to appear. So, all right, at number 2, it's Booker T's rough month. So affectionately known as hot garbage to me on this show.
That's right. Hot garbage.
Hot garbage. Booker T just can't simply shut up. So first, the hottest thing in the business in the month of August was the CM Punk return in Chicago on August 20th. And Booker just has to rip it. He calls it a total miss and says that he struck out in this promo. So were you actually watching it, Booker? Because I think it came across pretty well on TV. I was there live and it came across fantastic. But on TV, it came across really well, too. So I don't think you were even watching it, Booker. I think he was just saying what he thought Vince wanted to hear and to stay on Vince's good side. So then on August...
Possibly. But what I want to say here with him is that I hate the idea that, and it shows hot garbage, that he said this, and everyone gave him hell about it, and every one of his peers pretty much said he's full of shit, and then he took it down.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it just, if you're going to say it, you got to believe in it. Keep it up. And speaking of, we do have an audio here of his next mistake.
His second thing on August 30th on his podcast.
Here we go on this podcast. I'm going to play it a couple of times, Lance, because I'm not sure we'll be able to get it completely. And I said it earlier about me and the Booker T having the same initials for a reason. So here we go.
Penelope Ford, I've never seen her. Actually, it's a picture of a girl and a guy. Both of them got long hair, so I don't know which one it is. Penelope Ford, I've never seen her.
Penelope.
There's a picture of a girl and a guy. Both of them got long hair, so I don't know which one it is.
Penelope.
All right, man. I'm going to make fun of him. I really am. But, Mr. Andre, I couldn't say.
Yeah.
I still can't say it. That and what is it? Tanashi? I can't say it unless you say it. I have a problem with those two names.
Don't you struggle
Ishii, I can say, but I can't say.
Penelope Ford.
But Penelope Ford, yep.
Bad enough he doesn't know Penelope Cruz, Penelope Pit Stop when we were kids in the cartoons. How do you not know what that word is? Penelope Ford. And then on top of it, he doesn't even know who she is to the point where, is she a man or a woman? Because he's saying he saw the picture, didn't know which of the two was Penelope. I'm like, Penelope Ford is all woman, my friend.
Yes, there's no doubt she's a woman. Right.
So
she's all woman, all woman. So there you go.
All woman. Exactly. So Penelope Ford. So Booker T's rough month at number 2. What a dope. He pretty much sold me on the hot garbage thing, the fact that I've been calling him that for years.
We need to make a t-shirt that says hot garbage BT.
Yeah, there you go. That in the next t-shirt collection for the t-shirt club. So, all right, at number 1, the big news of the month got in just as the month was ending. Marty Jannetty is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, baby.
Just as the month was coming to an end, we have a late entry that rocketed into the top spot. So on August 30th, Marty Jannetty tweets that 14 of his 13 girlfriends are mad at him. So first off, there's the math equation there that were questionable. And that his neighbor girl, Malika, says she's pregnant, but they only had sex 3 times. You know, he tweeted that it was only 3 times. So, and his direct quote on this is there any way possible she could know that this soon? So he then quotes also, he tweets that a girl, we're not sure if it's Malika, his 13th or 14th girlfriend or whatever, wants him to wear her panties, but he turns that down. He does not. He's not into that. He's not into wearing the girl's panties. So Marty Jannetty coming back to give us some more pleasurable news and, you know, some fun information at number 1 this month. 14 of his 13 girlfriends.
Man, Marty, one of those guys that we talked about this before that does not need a Twitter account. Okay, we've had him on here. He admitted to killing somebody in the back of a bowling alley, but it was just an angle. So my question to you, I want to know. So let me know what you think. Do you think this is just an angle?
Oh yeah, because you know he's on the verge of signing back with WWE. You know he's going to be pushed to the moon, of course. You know, so yeah, this is just an angle to get him back at WrestleMania next year. Him versus Malika, I believe. So no, you know what? Do it in the research. I can't find him. I don't know where he's posting this stuff because he doesn't have a Twitter. And I can't find him on Facebook either. I find a bunch of.
You think they're just people do it? No, this was all over the place. So
no, this is legit. Yeah, this is legit. But I'm not sure where he's posting it because, like I said, he's not on Twitter or Facebook, at least under that name. So unless he's doing it under some other name. But Marty Jannetty making a late run at a number 1 spot. So hopefully he might be the Milk Dud of the Year or whatever the award is for the most mentions in a year. So.
All right, guys.
Don Shaco Dino might still get it.
There you go. I think he should get it. He's been on every episode, I think, except this week. So this month. All right, guys. Same bad time, same bad channel on the Best Little Wrestling Podcast in the business. Be there Monday. Yep. It's Lance and I on Monday again. Talking about All Out. And as everyone knows, I love my mama.
And as everyone knows, Patreon listeners will get the honorable mentions right after this. We're going to have another half dozen stories or so. And I have fun everywhere I go. Everybody knows that.
Everybody? Not everybody.
You. Except you and
then
Mama.
You do it when you do it creepy.
I try not to do it creepy because you accused me of that.
It was so funny because it really feels like you were trying not to do it now on the record store.
I know. I'm all